Since you are the master negotiator, have we started our preparations for the biggest negotiation right now, which is with the United States? Everyone since morning is talking about how India will swing the bilateral, which will be a model maybe for every nation in the world.
Madam, I think there can be no better negotiation than the Prime Minister. In fact, as one of the foreign newspapers mentioned, one can take a master class from Prime Minister Modi in negotiation. He was amongst the first international leaders of a large country to be invited to the White House just about 20 days into the new administration. He also shares a very strong relationship with President Trump. And that relationship over the years has only grown bigger and better. They both are leaders with a nationalist outlook. When American president talks about making America great again, and when Prime Minister Modi talks about Viksit Bharat, in a way is talking about making India great again. And that's why he termed it a mega partnership for prosperity. MAGA plus MEGA equaling mega partnership. And therefore, you will appreciate that this is a relationship between two friendly nations. It's a relationship between two trusted partners, and it's a relationship which is on the bedrock of two powerful democracies. Therefore, we don't compete as much as we complement each other. We collaborate for world good, for world and human good. And I personally think that we will have a good and even better relationship with the US. Obviously, we have started working on different ideas, engaging with different stakeholders within and outside the government, preparing ourselves for discussions which we hope will start soon. The bottom line is that this is an opportunity for India to expand trade with the US. In fact, we've set a very ambitious target of $500 billion by 2030. And we look at this opportunity as a way to make India more competitive, come out with quality products, look at mutual concessions and attractive trading conditions which will support growth both in America and in India for the shared prosperity of the people of both countries.
Sir, the point you made about MAGA and MEGA, something that the Prime Minister said, comes together to form a mega combination between India and the United States. Now, having said that, the fact still remains that there will be a negotiation. President Trump also believes in negotiation, and you're right, Prime Minister Modi is a master negotiator. When we talk about reciprocal tariffs, is that something that we in India will try to avoid and find a solution that works for both sides? What's the blueprint there?
Our biggest concern, due to which one would say India does have slightly higher than many other countries, has been the non-market economies. Economies which do not have transparent trading systems, economies which do not give equal access to India when we are trading with them. And therefore, to protect domestic industry, we have often had to resort to higher tariffs. The American problem is pretty much similar, where they have a reverse situation. They have lower tariffs, but because of which these non-market economies are flooding the market with a lot of goods which hurt domestic manufacturing. So in a way, the problem of America is the same as the problem of India. And what we are working on is for mutual benefit, for resolving these issues for both our countries, for businesses in both our countries. Our situation with America is pretty much different than many other countries. And therefore, as I said earlier, we complement each other. We can give mutual concessions to each other, tariff reductions, make it easier to import and export both between the two countries. We've already taken a significant number of measures to strengthen the US-India relationship. We have both strategic, bilateral, multilateral engagements. We have defense ties. We have strong ties in education and people-to-people ties. So together, we are working on several initiatives. Trade will supplement our efforts to do much greater good for the people of US and India.
So what is your message for industry? A lot of viewers who are watching this in our universe, this is an NDTV Profit Conclave, would be businesses who are wondering that if India lowers tariffs, do we get hurt? If India does not lower tariffs and we're exporting, do we get hurt? Market investors right now, one thing in the back of the mind is also tariffs. What is your message for them?
Well, they would be better advised to be bold, to believe in the India growth story, to have the confidence that India is competitive in the products that we make, and that they have a government which is a listening government, a leader who cares for every person in India, whether manufacturer, whether service provider, person in small industry, in big industry. And therefore, I don't think there is any cause for concern. My own feeling is we should enter into this negotiation from a position of strength, boldly, be willing to compete with the US. Madam, tell me, can there be any product where we cannot compete with an economy where the per capita income is $80,000 per person? We are at $3,000 per person. If there's any product where we can't compete with the United States with such a large differential on the labor costs, I don't see any cause for concern really. So I think Indian industry is better advised to be bold, to be confident. We can assure them that this is a golden opportunity to expand business. It'll open up a floodgate of new business opportunities. And my sense is those who are panicking today will regret tomorrow.